We have the Sharks 2v2 going up against Doge to the Moon. I have them both kind of on screen there. As you can see, the players are CoolCatMeow 123 going up against God and Radkey. I believe that's how you say
Yeah,
that. I
I was
hopefully
gonna
I'm
say
not.
I don't know about you. I have not seen Radkey play at all in any games. I don't know anything about him. Obviously, I've played with Liam, Trey, and Neal for quite a bit, but yeah, Radkey's gonna be interesting to see his debut for everyone here.
Wait, so who's 123? Who who switched their
Uh,
name to that?
Neal,
Neal. Okay.
that's Neal.
Okay, got it.
What you didn't do your research on this?
I didn't do my research. I'm sorry. All these name changes are so hard to keep up with. Especially with
Oh, I
a
feel
lot
that.
of the new players coming in, which is really awesome to see a bunch of new people coming into the club. Uh,
Indeed.
but it looks like Trey is finally out of his overtime game, so I think we're gonna get right into it here with
Yeah,
game number one.
yeah. Trey's just proven that you can't say mean things in the party chat. So, but I want to hear who your bets are on winning this.
I have my bets on the Sharks because I like their colors. That's it.
Uh,
That's all.
well, I mean that's some pretty good. I mean you can't argue with that, but no, I think I got my faith. I'm a very spiritual man, and I like to have my faith in God. So that's what I'm gonna do this round, and hopefully Doge to the Moon can take it.
So you're saying if Doge to the Moon takes this, you're gonna start getting down on your knees and praying to him?
You assume I don't already?
Cool cat
All right.
meow
Well, we're
getting
starting.
a
I
50.
was gonna say we're starting. We're starting off with a pinch. That's just sending it to the moon already. Learning what that name that is. If say Radkey's rocking, I can't even tell you what decal that is. It's the tribal decal for the Octane. But Neal's with a good clear. It's gonna be very hard to say Neal instead of 1-2-3. I'm just gonna have to really think about that one. But that ball is going straight down. So say Radkey was just kind of an awkward hit. That's going bar down. So say looks to the moon, just can't quite get the rebound, and Neal's gonna put that in. Trey was going for a bump on Liam there, also known as God, but wow, it's good pressure from Sharks for that one.
Yeah, he definitely stalled there because he thought he was gonna get bumped, and that's what happens. A nice goal coming in there from the Sharks. Face off, gonna be easily won by Cool Cat Meow as he gets a side boost as well. Elects not to challenge right away onto Radkey. And now 1-2-3 getting in there, trying to get this ball back into the other side of the field. God with a nice flick, but Cool Cat Meow able to double jump there and get a piece of it. Radkey though, getting a nice flick of his own. Can he follow this up? Doesn't look like he was trying to there. One,
I
two,
can tell you
three.
right there, I think Doge is their best plan. Hopefully Radke can get up and save this one. A little bit awkward. That's gonna be another goal to Neal, but I think their best plan is flicks. I know God loves his flicks. He loves his dribbles. From what it looks like so far, Radke is kind of a very similar in that sense. I think that's going to be they can get a good flick past Trey or past Neal and kind of get the one-on-one situations that I know they're going to love. I think that's their best way versus the Sharks. I think their best bet is long passes, long clears, and everything off the back wall. Really test the defense. I know lower-level players obviously struggle with backboard reads, and just as I say that, off the backboard, God does put this in. It's harder for lower levels. Backboards are difficult, but Radke does get a good pass to them, and Trey's not able to get back, and brings it to a 2-1, still going to the Sharks.
It was great awareness there from God to know that uh, Radke was just going to hit that off the post there. Started turning before he even hit that shot. Now 1-2-3 off
Yeah,
the back wall. Cool Cat Meow looking to take this up the wall, and he does. Can he get a shot on net? Keeping control. Does he get a flip? No, he doesn't get another flip out of that. But his teammate is there to put it right back on net. That's a quick
I was gonna say
3-1 lead.
he can have as rough of an air dribble as possible, but if the Doge's both players commit to that, that gives Neal an open net, and I think it's gonna take a game or two for Doge to kind of calm down. I mean, this is Liam's debut with his 2v2 team and Radke's debut in general for the NDSU league, so maybe a little bit of jitters there, a couple double commits coming out, but I think if they get kind of their feet under them and get another goal, I think they'll be good to go.
CoolCatMeow now off the back wall. Radkey able to get that nice clear, sending it straight back into the Sharks field. God, with a nice shot on net, and unfortunately CoolCatMeow is going to be putting that one into his own net.
So it was interesting. It was a long clear. It went off the backboard, and look what happened.
Yeah.
They turned it into a goal. I mean, at this, especially when you have, a team that might have one person who's higher level and lower level, if you can single out the lower level, and even backboard reads are absolutely miserable no matter what level you're at. But I think that is going to be one of your best ways is high, long clears off the backboard and hope you can get a cleanup after that. Like this one off the backboard, Trey does get a good clear, but Liam's going to probably go for a solo play. Trey gets an excellent bump off that. Oh, I was gonna say that was impressive. I'm sure Liam wanted to go for a ceiling shot, but Trey with good awareness to bump him and not even let that happen at all.
Neal now sending it down to God as he's looking to get another flick on the CoolCatMeow, and you are right as he gets it over the head of 1-2-3 as well.
Done my research. I know God loves his flicks. Like I said, I've played against him for a while, and his ground game is deadly. So they're definitely gonna have to watch out for that. I'm sure he's clipping that one. I'm sure you'll see it in chat later. But yeah, good way to get the tie game on this first one.
Radke now off the face-off, tries to get the corner boost, doesn't get it, trying to get back into his own to get that corner, but 1-2-3 with a flick of his own. CoolCatMeow now off the back wall, but Radke is there for the clear. And he's better. I was gonna say you better watch out as he's gonna get demoed, and now one person back is 1-2-3. He's able to stall it out, but Radke once again trying to get a pass out center. Doesn't quite get another touch to get it down to God, and we are going the other way.
So it's interesting. My very first impressions of Radke is great. I think he's a very strong player. I have faith in this team, and just watching them for the first 3 minutes of this game, that they are going to be one of the hardest teams end of the season. It looks like Radke and Liam have great synergy. They both like ground plays. I mean, they're both going for passes. I think once they just have a little more time under their belt, I think they're going to be a super tough team. But doesn't even matter. As I say that, Trey puts it away. It's the caster curse again. So say Trey that's right there. There's nothing else besides he just flat out beat God to that ball, which I mean he gets rewarded. That's a goal. So see if they can hold off Doge's attacks for the next minute 13.
Looks like a fake face-off there. Doesn't quite work out for the Sharks. Neal gets a touch of it, but God probably going to get the center boost and follow this up. No, he lets Radke go. Does get it over CoolCatMeow, and now it's centered for him. Does he get a shot on net? He does. It's just a little bit too soft. CoolCatMeow able to get that one to the corner. Trying to still clear it as Radke's hitting him from behind. Does get some boosts, and now 1-2-3. Does get it over. But once again, Radke in the corner, centering it for God. Is he going to get a shot on net? Not the greatest of shots, as we're going to go right back into the middle of the field.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest of shots, but I mean, the fact that they're looking for those passing plays is huge. I mean, this is going off the backboard. Hopefully, God can get clear on. Oh, I was going to say that's unfortunate. But again, going back to my original thing, off the backboard, both of the Sharks players missed. It was an open net. Unfortunately, Doge couldn't capitalize on it, but backboard is going to be one of their best friends. And if they put that in, who knows? That's a tie game, and maybe they pull OT. But unless they can pull off some magic right there or right here, that's going to be game one going to Sharks. But ball has not touched yet, and there it goes. So, yep, game one going to Sharks. But I was impressed. I think Doge to the Moon had a very good outing. I think if they just clean up some small things, he'd very easily take some games off of Sharks.
For sure. Not to take anything away from the Sharks there, but I do agree with you. Doge to the Moon is looking like they are looking for the most passing plays and individual plays evenly, to where they're having some great offensive plays down the field. They just couldn't quite do it on the defensive end at the beginning of that match. You're probably right. They had a few jitters, both of their first times on stream. You never know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, first times on stream. I know Liam's his threes team. I ended up streaming a game from them, but so yeah, for first time on the official Rocket League stream. So I'm sure there's some first game jitters, but like you said, I think Doge's, if they can connect these passing plays, they're deadly. I think overall they've just got a little bit better team oriented Rocket League right now versus the Sharks are going for a lot of clears, a lot of kind of awkward 50-50s like that, which again, cast or curse, whatever you want to say, but they're taking the awkwardness, definitely making it work. I don't know how he didn't demo tray there. Looking in the replay at that, did we turn demos off for this series then, or?
I guess so.
I guess so. But either way, Sharks with a solid safety taking a 1-0 lead. We'll see if they can keep up the pressure. Neal's got a 100 boost in the corner. Does get it around Radke, who opts to pop it up and then go get some boost himself. Still, since he should turn around and actually have a fairly big clear, Trey should be back for this. And he will. It does miss the corner boost, though. Tries to opt for a fake on God, but God's not falling for that. He can see all. Does try to go for a solo play. Just trying to be awkward with Trey in the corner. Trying to look for a pass mid, but he's probably going to hit this off the back wall to Radke. Doesn't get the hit that he wanted, though. Does get a very smart bump on Trey, though. Otherwise, that would have been a 2v1 on Radke, and that would have put him in a tough spot. But Radke's got 100 boosts and just kind of playing with the corner and Neal. Probably going for a flicked corner, and he does. Gorgeous outplay. Tries to bump on Trey, but doesn't quite get there. So I'm going to say, I don't know. I think if they get some of these demos on Trey, I think that's going to open up. I think they're putting the ball in the net every single time there.
Yeah, you'd almost think so. There's another goal on the board as CoolCatMeow was out of the play.
The backboard is their friend, just like that. I'm telling you, backboard is going to be their saving grace this game.
Yeah, and you're 100% correct about CoolCatMeow. If he's out of the play, like Doge to the Moon has an opportunity to score almost every time. As not to take anything away from 1-2-3, but as you saw a few minutes ago in this game,
just say Neal.
Okay, Neal. As we saw, he was just sitting in net, letting CoolCatMeow just tinker with the ball, basically, with Doge to the Moon. So he definitely likes to play fast and a little ball chasey at times. So if it gets past him, odds are he's not back in the net.
Yeah. Which, I mean, everyone obviously has to learn their own ranks, or learn their own rotation there, but it does get an absolute horrid 50-50. And again, ball off the backboard. That's just, it's so hard at these ranks to read those things. That is not an easy read for God at all. And Trace's going to get a quick cleanup and take the lead back just under 3 minutes to go.
God with a nice touch on both players off the face-off. Trying to get a nice pass down to Radke, and he does, but it's just going to be off the post. God trying to get a 50-50 onto CoolCatMeow. Doesn't get one. As both players on the Sharks faking each other out. Looks like strategic. It's finally going to get cleared by God. Over to Radke. Does get a touch. A nice 50. God coming in. Unable to get something on net is Neal. Was able to touch that one, put it away.
I think this game specifically, both teams are definitely going for more clears and just more plays off the backboard. I haven't seen many slow plays. I haven't seen Liam or Radke go for a single solo play. Or just like a flick, it's more passing plays, which they've been so close in their passing plays, and just like that, passing plays are kind of their bread and butter. I don't think I've seen Neal and Trey go for many passing plays, but Radke and God have been trying the passing plays over and over, and that time they get it to work and they tie up the game just over 2 minutes.
Yeah, the cohesion between them is actually looking very solid.
I'm scared. Like, I mean, like I said earlier, if they get their passes down, I think this is going to be one of the strongest teams because they're so team oriented, and Radke looks like a very, very solid teammate in twos.
For sure. As he's back on defense now, trying to get this around Neal, he does, but CoolCatMeow was sitting right there, trying to get a shot off the back wall. But a nice clear away by God, but quickly taken right back towards the net. God getting a nice clear, runs out of boost, but a little help from Neal there to almost get it on net. As Radke keeps the pressure on, but a nice clear from CoolCatMeow.
I was going to say, God unfortunately didn't get the bounce that he wanted on there. Does have 100 boost. And it looks like Radke's going for a flick on Neal. Neal's smart to not go for that. Opts to waiting to have Trey help with him. Trey's going to have an open net. Opts to be fancy and go for all the twists and turns, but doesn't quite still get the power in the end. Liam should have time to solo play this. Opts to put it in field, but Trey's going to be there. It's going off the backboard. Can Radke get the clear? And he does. Right down to Liam. Does try to get a good clear off that, but backflipping to the corner. They're keeping good pressure. This is a much faster paced game. Like I said earlier, they're going for farther clears, and I think it's working. Both teams are figuring that hit the ball far, hit the ball hard, and off the backboard is one of their best ways. They've had almost every single goal has been something to do with the backboard. Now Radke's opting for the solo play. What's he going to end up doing? Does hit it on the knee, but doesn't quite get the clear that he wants. God should turn for this. Does go for a quick shot, trying to get it over Trey. We'll see if he wants to opt anything off the wall, and he doesn't. Does go for a quick shot again. It's over Neal, but Trey is going to be back there. It's just, you can always rely on Trey, right? Just to be on defense and get the quick cleanups like that.
For sure. As it looks like Doge to the Moon really want this last 15 seconds to go their way. Looks like Radke's going to get it clear to the sidewall. Is God going to follow it up? He is. Ball is in the air off the back wall. A good clear to the corner by Neal, but God is there. A nice dunk from Neal. God pass it out center to Radke. Keeps it alive in the corner, and so does Neal, but it looks like it's finally going to drop. We're going in OT.
Yeah, that was really risky of Radke to try to go for that. If Trey or Neal beat him, that would have been an open net and just a race against the clock at that time. But Neal's already trying to shut this out 3 seconds into OT, but Trey's got other plans. He does center it, but it doesn't look like Neal wants to go for that. Liam's trying to go for some form of double tap, but Trey should have a big boom on that one. We'll see if Radke wants to challenge early. Trey does, unfortunately, miss the ball. I was going to say, does get a bump on God, though, and steals the corner boost. Now Liam is boost starved. Does get a fantastic flick over Neal. That's going to be awkward again. Where's Radke for the cleanup? And he's there. Trey tries the own goal. Absolute gorgeous defense from him. That is the only thing he could have done without giving up a goal. Trey is trying everything in his arsenal just to save this ball from going in his net.
And there's the demo to clear it out finally. He's off the wall. Going to leave this one down to himself. Does get bumped, allowing Radke to put it right back into the Shark zone. Doge to the Moon look like they have a lot of the pressure on. But God, a rare miss it seems. As if the ball is centered for Neal, and that is an open net to end the game. And that's a 2-0 in the series towards the Sharks.
Oh, it was such an anticlimactic finish. I think Doge to the Moon should have had that. I think they played better. I think they had better rotation. They had better passes. But it's just small mistakes, like you said. Guy with an unfortunate whiff there, and Neal has the easy cleanup, and that's all it takes. You make one mistake, you get punished.
Fortunately, that's how this game works. Two teams, if they're at the right skill levels, 2v2s is just the littlest of mistakes can just immediately lead to a goal. So
I can tell you, even if you get to the higher ranks, it sucks because the mistakes you can afford to make and not get scored on, the margin gets smaller and smaller. So if you just don't quite flick it as high as you want or don't quite get the clear as far as you want, boom, goal, you're down. But I was going to say, it looks like Neal's going for the kickoff. Trey is going to try something fancy off the ceiling. Maybe going for a flipper set, but Liam says no. To anyone out there, if I do say Liam, I do mean God. So I apologize if I get those names switched around. But so say Liam's opting just to kind of sit in net and chill. Radke gets a gorgeous clear. That's going to be over Trey. If they can get a quick turnaround, look like Neal's back, but God just doesn't quite have the boost that he wants. Neal's just kind of flopping there. That's going to be a one-on-one Trey versus Radke. Trey gets an absolute boomer of a clear, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to do anything with that on offense. I've been really impressed with Neal's ball chasing. I mean, he's played absolutely phenomenal this series. I cannot believe Neal was picked so low on the draft pick. He's proving his worth for sure.
for sure, he's adding a great compliment to CoolCatMeow's playstyle as he gets a nice dunk onto God, but Radke is going to get it cleared down to center, but CoolCatMeow is there off the back wall, and this is a shot for Neal, but God with an amazing save as Radke was going to get bumped there in the net.
That was an absolute phenomenal flying down from the heavens save from God. I cannot believe he actually made that. And yes, I just did that. But Liam's opting to get the flick. Radke's one-on-one with Trey. I will have to say, I think Neal in this game so far, or this series, has to be best ball chaser at NDSU, just hands down. I don't know how he still has boost, but he just comes flying out of nowhere just to kind of torment the other team. But God does get a phenomenal flick, but Radke didn't want to overcommit on that one. Neal's going to be just alone back. Does get a good backflip. The double doink, is that going in? Oh, I was
Wow.
going to say, that might have been goal. That would have been goal of the day, I think, for sure. Trey with 0 boost, just doinking, just not quite, or just too high. But Radke now is just trying to get it over. It's a 2-on-1 versus Trey. Pops it up. Liam just has to beat it. It's an open net. Where's Radke?
Oh no.
He went to go get some boost, but okay. I thought God was missing that for a second. That was just kind of a very awkward scenario that happened. I think. I was gonna say that's unfortunate from Neal on that one. I don't know if it just didn't bounce what he was expecting, but either way, that's a 1-0 lead to the Doge to the Moon team.
I saw a comment in chat saying Doge to the ground, so we already have some haters for Doge to the Moon after the first series of the year.
I mean, first of all, congratulations, Doge to the Moon. Speed running, the the haters.
The rivals.
That's impressive. I mean, it took me, just a little bit to get my own personal haters here at NDSU in the Rocket League community. But one thing for sure is Liam, every single time he gets a chance, will go for a flick, and 90 out of 100 times, it is almost perfect. But the ground game, I mean, he's had so many chances, and they've gone off the backboard. I think Radke just needs to stay a little bit closer, and they're going to have their opportunity there. Because Liam, again, his flicks have been phenomenal today.
Looks like Doge to the Moon keep it on the pressure in this game with 2 minutes left to go. I say that as Sharks finally get control, but Radke smartly shoots it across to the other side, keeping it above the goal. But it looks like CoolCatMeow bounces this one off the backboard. Neal follows it up, keeping the pressure on. Radke trying not to get dunked by CoolCatMeow, but that is looking like what happened. But great clear by him. Does get the boost stolen though, so let's see if that comes into effect here.
I just realized that now having to reverse sweep the Sharks if they want to come on top on this series.
That's true. And
It's gonna be I was gonna say it's gonna be interesting. I know God does play right after this in threes, so if he ends up losing the series, we'll see how that plays into his confidence going into the next match.
Now, do you think it obviously twos or just playing in general gets you warm, but do you think he immediately changes his play style going into a threes match?
Just because I have the personal experience, I can absolutely say no. God does not change play styles. He has one play style, and it works phenomenal in certain situations and it doesn't in others, but he is definitely more of a ones-oriented player. As you can see, he loves his ground game. He loves his flicks. And twos, it's great. I mean, he is a phenomenal twos player. He will destroy you with his ground game. But threes, it's definitely harder to get your flicks. Obviously, there are opportunities, especially, when you might have a lower player on certain teams. But as I said, I mean, he's just working magic, again, on the ground game. And nothing crazy in the air. It's off the backboard. It's a hard middle. He puts it in, so. But kind of going back to your main question, does the play style change? I don't know if it's the play style changes, more or less just the rotation and the comms. Because it's less ball chasey, it's less, just go, just want to throw our body up and hope we can get some 53s. Is a little more, get people on the ball and really try to get a team together, or a team attack together.
Well, look forward to that. But we're not going anywhere with this series as Doge to the Moon finally gets a game on the board, bringing it 2-1 in the series.
Yeah. I could actually see a reverse sweep happening. I mean, I think Doge has played really good. I mean, they threw, I think, the first game a bit, but I don't want to say I have confidence in them reverse sweeping, but I think they have the best chance. I mean, I think their wrestling is better. Again, I mean, obviously we'll see what happens, but I could definitely see reverse sweep happening here. But I know the Sharks are going to do everything in their power to stop that from happening.
Looks like we have CoolCatMeow going up against God on the face-off. God wins that. Is this going to go straight in? No, it hits the post. But neal knocks it back out for Radkey to get one off the back wall. God's not there to follow it up right away as he lets CoolCatMeow push that one out. Unfortunate, not able to get a shot there on net. And this is going to be CoolCatMeow's ball as he's in the air with it. Tries to keep control with it. Unable to do so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, the demo's coming out already. It looks like they're gonna have open net there. We'll see if Trey can get it. Looks like Liam does want to get back, but the demo's coming out again. That's gonna be an open net for neal and easy one lead for the Sharks.
Great play from CoolCatMeow. As God's gonna miss that off the back wall to lead that to an open net.
Yeah, I mean, demo. I mean, that might be the play. You know, maybe neal or Trey go for demos, and the others. That's been quite a few times that Trey's gotten demos, and then neal's just had open net, and he hasn't missed one yet. But neal's with a good touch off the backboard. Not sure. Radke's just a little. He was a little hesitant there, and I think it actually threw Trey off, and that was his boost. He does pick up the mid boost. He should still stay in attack, and again off the back wall. It just seems to be kind of off for Radke. Liam gets a great pop over neal, but I don't think he has any. Excuse me, if he has any boost. Does have 22 to work with it. Gets a great flick. That is an absolute gorgeous back post flick. And again, God's ground game has been phenomenal this series.
Asserting his dominance over CoolCatMeow there with the nice flick. Perfect placement. Able to tie up this game number 4. Once again, Doge to the Moon has to win this game to bring it to a game 5 to have a chance in this series as they went down 0-2. God quickly had the ball again, but unable to try and get a flick onto CoolCatMeow as he was early with the rush. It is popped up in front of Doge to the Moon's net now, and neal is up, unable to get a touch on it. And God gets one off the back wall, or sidewall, excuse me. Radke able to get a save as CoolCatMeow put one on net.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams are trying to play quick this game. Obviously, Sharks are in that position when the reverse sweep is started. You know, you get the first 2 games and you give up the third. It definitely starts to creep in your mind, you know, what if the reverse sweep happens? And it is one of the most dreadful feelings. And you can actually start to throw more and more, even though you're winning in the series, just because you're dreading the reverse sweep happening. But we'll see if that shows in their gameplay at all. It looks like neal wants to keep ball chasing. That is going to be a 2-on-1. Radke does get the bump on Trey, but turns out they actually overcommitted, and Trey's going to turn that in for a 2-1 lead. I don't know what happened there. I thought for sure Doge was getting a goal right there, but looks like Liam just with a little bit overcommit. I think he thought that Radke was going to get even bigger bump on there, but Trey didn't quite go as far as he wanted to.
Yeah, just unfortunate there, but that's what, again, costs you in these 2v2 matches. CoolCatMeow with a bad face-off there, but neal bails him out. But God steals neal's boost. Plays with it in the corner here, trying to get a pass out to Radke, and he does so. Doesn't get the double touch off the back wall, and neal trying to put the pressure on.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate. Just maybe Liam with the ceiling shot. It's unfortunate there, but I was gonna say, going back to the double tap, I definitely thought Radke had the time and space for that, but maybe just didn't quite get the touch he wanted. Liam with a desperate attempt.
Double.
But, oh, the Sharks double committed. That's going to be a tie game. Radke puts that in. I'm so surprised it happened. They had all the pressure in the world. I don't know if that was just a miscommunication, but that should 3-1 swing going to the Sharks, but turns out it's a 2-2 tie.
Both teams overcommitting and both opposite teams getting a goal from it. 2-2 now with 2 minutes left to play. CoolCatMeow doesn't quite get a shot on net here. As God misses a corner boost, but Radke coming in with the demo onto CoolCatMeow, giving him an opportunity to push this one up the field. Is working with the 0 boost, as it looked like CoolCatMeow did steal that boost in the corner before he got demoed. But now God with 0 boost. Able to get some and not a shot.
Yeah, Trey's doing a really good job starting to read the ground plays from Liam. It's definitely bit him in the butt of past couple times, but I think he's starting to figure it out, though, so they might have changed tactics. Trey goes for the fake on Radke. He does get it to work. Now Liam's the last one back. Does get a good touch to the corner. He does get the corner boost as well. I'm surprised he'll take that. Um, Liam does get a good bump, trying to go for a solo play. He's probably going for a flick here. Since Radke wasn't quite in the right spot to follow up, but trying to get to the corner here. Doesn't look like Neal has any boost at all. Maybe Radke can get the pass to the mid, but Neal is going to pick up corner and get a decent clear to the mid. But Radke's now back. He's got 40 boost. God comes in. Trey's got a free shot. Can he get it over Radke? Goes for the double. Where is Neal? Coming in, but just not quite the angle. It's actually open. He's going to try to pass over to Radke. That's an unfortunate touch from Radke. That's not where he wanted that ball to be placed at all.
Definitely wanted that to go rocketing at the other team's net. But we're still in it here with Doge to the moon as they have the pressure currently. Radke looking to take this one off the back wall, rolls it up. Neal doesn't get the greatest touch and leaves it to CoolCatMeow to get a nice save.
So here's my dilemma. In my unbiased opinion, I want to see a game 5. But if I say that, I'm going to cast a curse it, and then Sharks are going to win. So I'm not sure what to do right now.
I think you already said it. And it looks like it's not going to happen.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Doge.
We need Trey to clip this stream and just take every single time you say something like that and make it into a video.
I want to see it. I would love Trey. I would love you to clip, because it's probably 5 or 6 times that I've said something, and the other things happen. I'm so sorry, Doge. I take full responsibility. If this ball, hits 0 and you guys are down, but
what just happened? The start of this play
matters into his own hand.
The start of this play was CoolCatMeow going for a ceiling shot into a flip reset with 11 seconds in this game left to play. There's no reason to be doing that when you're up in the game.
Okay, I'm just not going to talk and you commentate because I don't want to curse anything. You do it.
Well, we're going into overtime in this game 4, and it's tied at 3. Once again, Doge to the moon needs to win this game to force a game 5. Oh my god. That is an amazing shot from CoolCatMeow from across the field. Bar down.
Liam could have had it. God had like 40 or 50 boost, and you could see his point of view. He was looking at the ball, and he thought about going for it. He thought that was going off the back wall, and it just dropped in. That is such an unfortunate way to lose a series, because, I mean, he was going to turn around maybe for a solo play. He did not think that was going in, but you could see in the replay he had enough boost to get that ball.
Apparently Radke legged out for that last goal, probably allowing CoolCatMeow to get that shot.
Oh yeah, he does have really bad ping. That's just unfortunate.
Really unfortunate stuff from them. But that's going to be Sharks not taking anything away from them. That's going to be them taking the series 3-1. Nice showing out of them. A little bit lackluster from Doge to the moon, as they were looking like they had all the nice plays for them to be able to get some goals on the board. But it looked like CoolCatMeow and Neal had another story, as they took that one 3-1 with a nice fashion at the end there.
I could easily see, if they played again, I could easily see Doge 3-0ing them. I mean, balls bounced differently. Both teams played good, but I think if Doge just cleans up their play style a little bit and those passes connect more, I think they dominate. I mean, like you said, Radke had disconnected in the last goal, and it's just Sharks played a good game, but I think Doge, if they clean it up, like I said, I think they're going to be one of the top teams this season.
For sure. All right, we're going to send it to a quick break. Everyone stay tuned as we have the first 3v3 match of the spring season coming up next. Don't go anywhere.